First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
Heavy rain and storms continue with much of Florida dealing with flood watches or warnings.
And Gainesville police are searching for a would-be robber or rapist.
But first, we begin with flooding across the state. That's our top story this evening. I'm Jocelyn Howard.
And I'm Grace King. Thanks for joining us. After months of droughts and wildfires, Florida is suddenly dealing with widespread flooding. Flooding alerts rolled out today, including a watch for Alachua County. WUFT's Zoe Haugen joins us now with what updates emergency managers are seeing.
While it's not bad around Gainesville, a pair of stormy days have left their mark further south. The forecast calls for the threat of heavy rain to continue in many places through tomorrow morning. We'll take a virtual tour around Florida and let you see for yourself. Florida, there's stormwater pooling in ditches on the side of roads, in development entrances, parking lots, and retention ponds. Despite being covered by today's flood watch, Alachua County emergency managers are not expecting serious problems. Jeff Beeling told me he doesn't expect the water to stick around given the recent drought, and there have been no reports of flood damage in Alachua County. South Florida has not been so lucky, as you'll see in this video collection. You can see drivers attempting to navigate the drenched roads in Boca Raton, athletic fields covered in water at American Heritage School and Plantation. Sawgrass Mills Mall in Sunrise had to be closed because of flooding. In Marco Island, heavy rains closed roads and even stranded some drivers. In areas of Collier County, there was more rain yesterday than during Hurricane Wilma in 2005. One person in Everglades City made the most of it, with help from an ATV. For serious commuters, roads in Tampa filled with deep water to the point where some cars got stuck, and the flooding prompted multiple road closures in Hillsborough County. Drivers are being told, be cautious, in case there are drowned trees and power lines. I'm glad I'm reporting here in Gainesville today because the final stop is my hometown, Weston, and my family sent me this photo of my backyard. The trees and the fence are now underwater.
South Florida knows the drill from last year: more rain, then more mosquitoes, and then a greater threat of Zika spreading. We've quietly had 50+ cases already this year, and the mosquito population seems to have a head start this summer in Southwest Florida. Reporter Brian Anderson has a case in point today from Lee County.
We came to do a photo shoot,
hoping the skies would clear up some.
I thought it was a perfect time for us to come out here without mosquitoes.
Within minutes, Ashley Cruz and Kaylee Ann Chelf realized their mistake.
Thank you, they're on you!
Salt marsh mosquitoes with a surprise attack.
I'm hitting my arms like crazy.
Even in the rain here at Rotary Park in Cape Coral, you can see right here, the mosquitoes are still out in force.
But Lee County Mosquito Control can't do anything about it right now.
We could go out and spray, but it would just be a waste of money.
Because Shelley Redovan says the rain dilutes mosquito chemicals, and the wind.
If it's windy, then you can't control where your product's going.
That doesn't mean mosquito control workers aren't busy. This parking lot is empty as they're driving across Lee County, monitoring rainfall totals to see where they need to spray the most when the weather calms down.
It's awful.
Which could take a couple days, then weeks longer for mosquito control to regain the upper hand.
I'm feeling so much pain. I have so many bumps everywhere, and they're everywhere, absolutely everywhere. They're swarming.
Well, Jocelyn, I've been wearing rain boots again today with this wet weather.
Yes, and it's been pretty wet coming in the newsroom today, and the rain, with the way the rain's been coming down, I am so lucky that I did not get soaked. UF forecaster Lee Southwick joins us from the Weather Center. Lee, can we expect rain throughout the night?
We actually can. We have downpours on radar right now, and we can continue to see them throughout the night tonight. Let's take a look at these. So let's zoom into this cluster of downpours in Alachua County. Now, there's no lightning associated with these right now. I can't rule out a clap of thunder at any point, though. And these cells are moving east-northeast at about 13 miles per hour. They'll continue to head out, but we're not done with them yet. Here's a live look over the University of Florida. Some dark clouds looming there, 76 degrees. Tonight we'll stick in the 70s range, and right around midnight we can expect some more thunderstorms as well. But coming up, I'll tell you when we'll start to dry out. Back to you.
Thanks, Lee. The Gainesville Police Department is looking for a man who broke into an apartment and attacked a woman last night.
WUFT's Mari Salazar joins us live from the newsroom.
Police say that the woman is all right, but she was able to escape from the attack once she started to fight back.
Gainesville police are investigating a break-in involving attempted sexual battery. The incident happened last night at Kensington South Apartments on 20th Avenue.
I cannot stress how importantly we take these investigations. Cases of sexual violence are the most invasive to a victim.
Police were told that a man forced his way into the victim's apartment after knocking on other doors in the area prior to the attack.
The attacker was said to have knocked on the victim's door while turning her door handle, and it wasn't until she opened the door thinking it was her roommate that the suspect pushed himself inside, shutting the door behind him.
Police say that there was a struggle when the man forced his way into the apartment. Once the victim began to fight back, the attacker fled the apartment.
I'm so proud of this victim that she was able to fight back bravely in a situation that she found herself in. Not only was she able to fight back, but she was able to fight back in such a way that caused her attacker to flee the area.
Patrols will be increased in the area while the investigation continues.
GPD urges anyone with information about this particular case to call Crime Stoppers 372-STOP. Mari Salazar, WUFT News.
Thanks, Mari. A memorial is forming outside the Orlando workplace where a fired staffer returned to attack, killing 5 people. Flowers and candles now sit underneath the sign in front of Fiamma, a business that makes accessories for RVs and campers. The gifts are a tribute to the 5 lives lost on Monday. The gunman had been fired from the company in April.
The Florida Highway Patrol is talking about a major find by a K-9 unit last month, 170 pounds of marijuana. It was hidden on a tractor trailer used to haul cars. The truck was pulled over for reckless driving while passing through Alachua County on I-75. Authorities say the street value of the 170 pounds of marijuana would be about $1.5 million. The special session to tweak the state education budget began today with an extra item added to the agenda. State Senator Rob Bradley is ready to pitch a new compromise on the rollout of medical marijuana. Companies opening dispensaries will be limited to 25 stores throughout the state, and doctors will be able to prescribe right away instead of having to see patients for 90 days before writing a medical marijuana prescription.
And authorities in London now say they have found a body in the River Thames following Saturday's terror attack. London Metropolitan Police say the body was that of 36-year-old Sebastien Boulanger, a French national. Officials have now increased the death toll to 8. 48 more were injured. And at least 12 people were killed and dozens wounded when gunmen attacked Iran's parliament. The main attack ignited on an hours-long siege at the legislature that ended with 4 attackers dead. There was also a suicide attacker at a shrine to Iran's revolutionary leader. Tehran had not seen a terror attack in more than a decade. ISIS has reclaimed responsibility. WUFT's First at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, an advanced copy of former FBI Director James Comey's testimony has been released.
And Apple has made a new announcement. Those stories and more after the break.
Don't put those umbrellas away just yet. We're still expecting a few rain showers and downpours overnight tonight, but coming up, I'll tell you when you can put those umbrellas away.